Hello, Year 9. This is Mr. Perez. Uh, this is your assessment overview and notification for your first assessment task this year, the Industrial Revolution source task. Let's point your direction to just weighing 30% of your assessment mark, and the date given and the due date will be given by your teacher now. Now, the assessments being covered is HT 5-8, selects and analyzes a range of historical sources to locate information relevant to an historical inquiry. So, for this task is comprised of two different parts. You must complete parts A and B to meet the requirements for this assessment task. Now, I'll go over each of the different parts and then show you what it needs to look like. Part A is the source analysis. Choose two sources, one written and one image, that will help you investigate the working conditions in factories, mines, and other occupations in the 19th and 20th century. Written sources must be no more than 100 words in length. It must not be a video clip, book cover, or newspaper image. It can be an excerpt from a larger source. Remember, the sources must be provided. A web page has been given to you on child labor in the early 20th century in the link below. You must choose one of the photos on the web page to analyze. I'll go over the website in detail. I'm just going to continue to go over the tasks to start. So for each of your sources, provide the following information using your sources. Describe the perspective your source gives about working conditions in the 19th and 20th century. In your response, you are to include the following source criteria for each source: context, motive, bias, intended audience. Your response should consist of two paragraphs, one paragraph per source. In addition, you must include a citation. Citation should follow the format below: author or creator, full stop; website name, full stop; place of publication, full stop; day of publication, full stop; URL, full stop; and the date viewed, full stop. Now, it's very important for part A that you focus on the source alone. You should only be writing about the one source you are analyzing and what it reveals. You should not be referencing other sources. Stay away from a narrative recount as well. So, for this section, part A, all right, you need to write approximately 500 to 600 words, which will be about 1/4 to 1/3 of a page long each paragraph. Part B is an extended response. Use your two sources from Part A and your understanding to answer the following question in structured paragraphs. Explain the causes of hazardous working conditions and the effect it had on men, women, and children working in factories, mines, and other occupations during the 19th and early 20th century. You must specifically refer to both of your sources from Part A in your response and show evidence of wider research. Be sure to explain why people are going through these types of conditions. The extended response should be approximately 600 to 800 words in total. This will equal about 3/4 to about 1 1/4 page long. Now here you have your success criteria. Are you meeting these things? This is the way you know are being successful. Now, let me highlight this here. This is the policy for stage 5. If you do not submit your assessment task on time, all right, on the due date, you must submit either a doctor's certificate or parent or carer's explanation to your deputy principal. The task should be completed and submitted via Turnitin as soon as practicable and upon your return to school. If no explanation is provided, an end warning notification will be issued and a 0 mark will be recorded. You will still need to submit your assessment task to have the end warning resolved. In addition, if the Turnitin similarity report comes back at over 30%, it will be reviewed, and if deemed plagiarized, you will be issued an end warning notification and a 0 mark will be recorded. You will have to resubmit your assessment task via Turnitin and have a similarity report under 30% to have the end warning resolved. Now, when you are turning it in, please follow the submission instructions. You must include a bibliography at the end of your document with all the resources you've used. Be sure both parts that are typed into one single Word document. Ensure your name and your teacher's name is on the document you submit. It gets very annoying having to write your guys' names over and over again. Please write your name. Submit via turn it in by 8:30 a.m. on the due date. This is a reminder, if you are using an Apple computer and you use Pages, you need to upload a PDF file because the Turnitin does not read the Pages program. Also, please do not include this cover sheet in the Turnitin document as your similarity report will go up. Now, let's go over the assessment task in detail. So part A, the source analysis. Again, you must include all of these source criteria in your paragraph. This is what it should look like. So here we have your first source, which should be either a written source or a picture. Remember, you need one written source and one picture. Okay, so you would attach your picture into your document. Underneath it, you would write the citation. And then underneath your citation, you would write your paragraph for this particular source. What's going to be in your paragraph? You are analyzing the source, looking for context, motive, bias, and intended audience. So this is your first source, citation, and then your paragraph, your paragraph on your analysis, and then you would have source 2, you would have your written source here. Remember, it can only be up to 100 words, an excerpt from a larger source. You have your citation, and underneath your citation, you would write your paragraph on the source analysis. Again, approximately about 300 words. So this is what your format should look like. Source, citation, paragraph, source, citation, paragraph. Now, and then your extended response is on a separate page, and you would write your extended response. Again, your extended response should be approximately 3/4 to 1 1/4 page. And your question for your extended response is here. Be sure that you're not explaining your extended response in your analysis. Your analysis should be only about the source. Now, the next thing I want to guide you guys on is the website where you need to take your picture from. So you would click on the link or type the link in, and it will bring you to this page here. All right, and it tells us an overview of the photographer's photos that we are using. I recommend reading this short essay here. It will give you a lot of good information regarding the photos. The photos are listed below the documents. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 photos that you can choose from. You only need to choose one of these photos and then provide the source analysis for those photos. Again, you can click to enlarge and it'll show you the photo, and you can simply just copy and paste it into your document. If you have any questions or concerns, please ask your teacher or please come find me in Staff Room West.